Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Thank you, Shitalanga Prabhu, for welcoming me, offering me so many nice things. I already took my lunch. Thanks to your offering. Thank you for reminding me about my heavy responsibility. It was a shocking statement when you said that the spiritual master is to be worshipped on the same level as the Supreme Lord. It's shocking. We generally don't like to say it these days, but it's a statement of Shastra. Guru's duty is to teach according to Shastra. And seeing as I happen to be sitting up here with the intent of bestowing Diksha, I can't avoid that responsibility. Nor can you avoid the responsibility of being disciples. Who is a guru? A shishya. Who is a shishya? A guru. If one takes the weight of the guru's instruction, he also becomes heavy. It's not a light thing to be a guru, nor is it light to be a disciple. They should be one in intent. Intent is very serious. Tasmad gurum prapadyeta. One should surrender to a guru. The instruction of Shastra is there. Tasmad, therefore. Jignasu Shreya Uttama. This is a well-known verse. What comes before the Tasmad? Therefore. Before that comes a description of the nature of this material world, which is not our proper place. Understanding that we don't belong here, we surrender to a guru. These words are used. Not light words. It doesn't say that we walk up to the guru and slap him on the back and say, "How are you doing?" Not like that. Tasmat guru prapadyet. One should surrender to. And jignasu shreya uttamam. And not ask him, how can I get more money? Or how can I solve my health problems? Jignasu shreya uttamam. About the topmost benefit of life. Shabde pare janishnatam ramanyu upashamashraya. One can inquire about the ultimate goal of life from one who has heard about that from the authoritative source of his own guru, who is coming in a disciplic succession, which presents and represents the message of Shastra, and the guru should be living according to that, conversant with that knowledge. So it's a very heavy ceremony. Joyful, but is translation going on? Any translation? Yeah? Telugu translation is going on? Yeah. Just started now?
I'm waiting for you.
You're waiting for me to stop? I didn't know. Usually you sit here. I'm sorry. I'm not all knowledgeable in the sense that Bhagavan is. I don't have eyes and ears everywhere, as he does. Sarvata Panipadam Tat Sarvato Kshi Shiro Mukham. Okay, give a summary of what I just said. You think you can do that? Okay. Hindi translation? So it's, heavy responsibility for all concerned. It requires a seriousness of purpose. To conquer over Maya is not an ordinary thing. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavang mam prapadyate. After many births, one may surrender to Krishna. Daivi esha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Maya, Krishna's energy, is very difficult to overcome. But if one surrenders to Krishna, one can overcome Maya. When we realize that everything in the world put together is of absolutely no value, the only matter of value is surrender to Krishna, then we should surrender to Krishna. But Maya is so tricky that we may think that we are surrendering to Krishna, but actually we're just being diverted toward her in another way, toward Maya in another way. Therefore, we need guidance to be directed on the proper path. Krishna consciousness is simple, but we are stupid. It requires a little intelligence. We're not as intelligent as we think we are. So all intelligence means to surrender to Krishna. So we're all gathered here for this ceremony. Shitalanga Prabhu has kindly come and will perform the auspicious ceremonies and say the auspicious mantras. He has a role to play. I also have a role to play. Now there are some people who say that, well, all you need is a priest. So you just go and get initiated and the priest does the ceremony and that's all. Before you're not initiated, after you're initiated, and then that's it. There are people who say that, well, you can just practice Krishna consciousness by reading Prabhupada's books and you become a disciple with no discipline. It's just, or the guru is the same role as the priest. That's all. Just performing a ceremony and that's it. Finished. So the priest has an important role to play. But it's not expected that the priest has an ongoing involvement in the spiritual life of the disciple. Whereas the guru has. So we say that the guru is only a priest, or the person who gives the name and the mantra and the beads is only a priest. Or they use the word ritvik. And there's nothing more to do. Then you're on your own with your imagination about how to be Krishna conscious. But actually we're required to take instruction. And I expect my disciples to take instruction from me. I've even to details. I will tell you do kirtan like this. Prabhupada said to do kirtan like this, you do kirtan like this. You should dance like this, not like that. This morning I sent you to show someone how to dance in kirtan, not disco style. So Prabhupada also taught these things. He taught, don't dance like this, don't dance like that. But not everyone might know that. You might be reading Prabhupada's books, but you might not know that. In fact, you won't find anywhere in Prabhupada's books any instruction on how to dance in kirtan, on the particular style. So I've studied Prabhupada's books and talked with his disciples on all aspects of Krishna conscious life. And I want to teach that. And even in reading Prabhupada's books, it may not be that you are very clear in understanding all the points. So it's my duty to explain that to my disciples. The principles of Shastra are of surrender to Krishna. But exactly how each person should do that in their individual life will vary according to the person and the situation Arjuna was convinced that the best thing he could do was to turn around and leave the fight. He quoted Dharma. We shall follow Dharma and leave the fight. He'd heard, he had some idea about what was from Shastra, but he came to, by his own deliberation, he came to completely the wrong conclusion. So we may think, well, I can read the books and just come to the right conclusion by myself. And then the whole path of spiritual realization, everything, it all becomes confused. This idea that you see, you just read the books and then Prabhupada's your guru and that's it. And then you just do what you like. And you just do kirtan any way you like, dance any way you like, have any philosophy that you like, and Haribol. And it's all one. It's all the same. Do whatever you like, any way you like, think whatever you like, and sometimes chant Hare Krishna, and this is spiritual life. No, this is not spiritual life. Spiritual life means to act under instruction. So, when I'm initiating, I expect devotees to learn from me and take guidance from me. And we're organizing these camps so devotees can come. It's nice coming together, chanting Hare Krishna, it's very blissful. But we should learn, we should always learn. Come here to hear and learn. Learning is an ongoing process. So please come again and again. And we have to learn so many things. There's so much to learn about the understanding of what is Krishna consciousness and how to practice Krishna consciousness. Sincerity of purpose is required. If we have that, then from the very beginning we are properly situated. If not, then we can study all the Vedas, Itihas, Puranas, and Western philosophy and Buddhist philosophy and become a PhD in religion, and we'll still be completely millions of lifetimes away from Krishna. So when it's said that we have to learn many things, we don't have to get in anxiety and think that, well, now I can't become Krishna conscious unless I spend the next 25 years studying intensively. We have many things to learn. We have one thing to learn. That one thing is Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Always to think of Krishna, become his devotee, bow down to him, worship him. Or in one line, Krishnarte akila cheshtitam. All our endeavors should be for the satisfaction of Krishna. When Krishna is unlimited, we can learn more and more how to serve Krishna. At this one point, if we understand that life is meant for satisfying Krishna, that is itself is the perfection. So, 4 devotees are accepting Harinama Diksha today, and 3 are accepting Pancharatric mantras for what we call Brahminical initiation. They are preaching Krishna consciousness, teaching Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada wanted that there be new class of Brahmins to actually guide society in spiritual values. So as I explained recently in Bangalore, that the position of a devotee is far greater than that of one who's simply a Brahmin by caste. So we shouldn't think that because someone's receiving Brahminical initiation, that because of that they're better than someone who is not receiving it. The holy name is all in all. Those who are chanting Hare Krishna, that in itself is the perfection of life. Yaha hoite sarva siddhi hoi vaishava, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. From this chanting of Hare Krishna, there is all perfection. So then why do we award Brahminical initiation? that is one reason is to show society that a Vaishnava is certainly no less than any Brahmana. There are certain mantras also for meditating on Guru, Gauranga and Radha Krishna. There's also a wedding schedule between devotees, Srikant and Balamani. Srikant and Balamani is the lady's name. So we wish them happy family life. Krishna Samsara Karo Charyanacha. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Sarva Dharmasha. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who himself was a great Vaishnava Acharya and Grihastha, he had 13 children. He advised to make your family life Krishna-centered and give up everything else which is not Krishna-centered. Give up all sinful activity. Understand that the essence of all dharma is simply to accept Krishna as our mother and father and all that be. So it's gratifying that in this very sinful modern age, that young people, some of them, they still want to lead a very pure life in Krishna Bhakti. In the modern world, before marriage, they're saying, main thing they want to see is how much money is being earned. Marriage has become more or less an economic arrangement. But devotees who want, kalyanam means marriage. So devotees understand that kalyanam and kanak, or gold or money, it's not the same thing. Kalyana means Krishna Bhakti. So instead of asking how much are they earning, we're asking how many rounds are they chanting. Instead of asking what kind of movies they like, we're asking they're not going to the movies. We have a completely different idea of family life. Live peacefully and happily with Krishna in the center. Hare Krishna. So now I will give the beads. Yeah. Please come. Narayana and your wife. Yeah. In Bhagavatam it's stated that husband and wife can worship Krishna together and go to Krishna together. So, due to some medical condition, Narayan's wife is not able to bow down, so don't be surprised at that. She can bow down mentally. You'll have to, what you should do is go to Prabhupada and offer full Shashtanga Pranam, then come and offer to all the gurus and to Pancha Tattva, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas, to Narasimha, Prahlad, Radha Madhav, and then you can come and offer your Pranam, Shashtanga, or standing, as the case may be, to your Diksha Guru. Ashtanga. He's doing Ashtanga. Ashtanga, one or two of the youngest are the arm, so they should be out long. Don't hold back anything. Shalavan, Vishnu. Good. Yeah, then Srinivas Alu and his mother. Tell your mother Where is she? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, so please come here. I don't have such long arms I can reach down there, so please just sit here. Yeah, sit comfortably. So please tell me all the rules you have to follow. And minimum, how many rounds of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra do you have to chant every day? Okay. This is a formality. It's understood that you're already doing that, but you have to pronounce it and say it and make the vow. That's why we ask for that. That's why Prabhupada once said that the initiation is a formality. The ceremony is a formality because the commitment's already there. But it doesn't mean that the ceremony or anusthanam is unimportant. It's also required to formally make the commitment. So 16 rounds, right? Okay. And you have a very good name. Narayanan Srinivasa. That's already the name. So usually when people have such a good name, I don't change it much. I just add something at the end. So your name can be Narayana Srinivasa Dasa. Dasa. That became the important part. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So please tell me. Yeah, you might now have to. Is it difficult? You can convey the beads. All right, you can come up. Yeah, so please tell me.
No.
You can, whatever language you like, you can say.
No Tamil.
Yeah, you can say in Tamil or whatever. Okay.
No meat eating. No illicit sex. No intoxicants.
All right. And how many rounds are you chanting? You're going to go on doing that, right? So your name is very good also, and I'll just change it a little bit also. You have the name Lakshmi. So the original Lakshmi, who you are a servant of, is Adi Lakshmi, Radharani. So your name is Adi Lakshmi Devi Dasi. The origin of all the Lakshmis is Radha. Okay, so supposed to bang the drums and play the kartals and get a little excited. Yeah. Yeah, so please come. You want to have your mother come first? Is your first guru is your mother. Right? Yeah. Please sit. Yeah, so please tell all the... You have to say intelligent. She needs a little help. She's not doing it. She's forgot even what they are. She's forgotten or never knew what they were even. So everything's okay with a little help. And how many rounds? Alright, so name is Kameshwari Devi Dasi. This is the name of Radharani. Kama means, Kamadev, Madan. So, material desire is maddening the whole world, but material desire cannot sway Radharani because her desire is fully centered on Krishna. This Kamadev is a servant of Radharani, who is therefore called Kameshwari. Now Krishna, he's called the Aprakrita Madan. He's the transcendental inciter of spiritual desire. But all his desires are centered on Radha. So in that way also, she's Kameshwari. So make all your desires to serve Radha and Krishna as Kameshwari Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna. What are the 4 regulated principles? Minimum how many rounds you have to chant? Daily. So in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh I have many disciples with the name Srinivas. Srinivas Krishna, who's taking Brahminical initiation today. And we have Srinivas Chaitanya, who's also present here from Vellore. Is he here? So anyway, you can also remain with the same name. And you are Srinivas Gopaladas. So you can be out in the farm. So for Brahminical initiation today also, Srinivas Gopaladas. Sorry, that's a little later. Srinivas Krishnadas. And Shama Krishnadas. And Gadadha Krishnadas. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, please go on with the ceremony. Okay. Alright, that's all for now. So those who are taking Brahminic initiation, afterward come and see me and I'll tell you the mantras. Okay, no need to translate. They all know English. Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada who has brought us all together.